Before I start my presentations, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Salahuddin. I'm currently a student at ITNS Bandung, and I'm learning the subject of architecture. In architecture, we have various styles from classic, modern, contemporary, and what I want to bring to you here is the concept of movement architecture. For the contents, I will split up into three topics. First is what are architectural movements. Second is key elements of designing an architectural movement. And the last one and the third is examples of the buildings that use movement architecture as its concept. And what are architectural movements? Movement architecture is a concept that emphasizes the dynamic flow of people within and around buildings, considering how users interact with the space and how design can guide their experiences. It's about more than just circulations. It's about how the building itself can create a sense of direction, rhythm, and engagement through its forms, materials, and spatial organizations. For examples, we have three different images. First one is the pathways that uh, we can see the walls that creating the pathways is designed uh, to be organic despite its original form that is square can create a feeling that the walls are rotating and moving following the pathways. Second one is the circulations. Like you have a kind of ramps that cir- circulating, creating a forms that by illusion it has its movement itself. And the last one is the facade, which is uh, from its pattern, like arranging facade, it can create a sense of movement. Next one is key elements defining an architectural movement. First, flow and circulations. Movement architecture prioritizes the smooth and intuitive movement of people, considering pathways, sightlines, and accessibility. Besides, movement architecture serves continuity of a pattern and create beauty from it. Like for example, the stairs and the again pathways. It's like easy examples for we as human can create the feeling from the space it's moving by its space elements like walls or the slabs for the stairs. Second is spatial organizations. The arrangements of space within a building should be designed to encourage specific movements and create a sense of progressions or journey. To avoid same monotone and boring architecture, building arrangement is important things to do to a building or specifically mass and forms. From the first design, it should be creating like a path or which is circulating around the building site and buildings from buildings. So people can move easily and have clear directions and flexibility to their movements. Third is user experience. Movement architecture aims to create a positive and memorable experience for users by engaging their sense and guiding their interactions with the spaces. Bringing movement architecture could create building from static feel more alive from its movement like facade or other building elements. Like for examples, we have uh, moving like a roof in the pictures. Last is flexibility and adaptability. Modern movement architecture often incorporates flexible spaces that can be adapted to changing needs and uses, reflecting the dynamic nature of contemporary life. The ability to adapt into a user's needs is one of the key to accomplish movement architecture. The dynamic function of its spaces can be defined as architecture movement too. Like for examples, the flexibility of the stairs, it can be a space for people to do some chit chats, uh, some talks, and use the stairs as a bench for them to sit there. And for like this hallway or pathway, it can be used for people to sit there too and do the talkings and other things. Last is examples from buildings. First one, we have Milwaukee Art Museum. It's located in Milwaukee, USA, and designed by Santiago Calatrava. From the pictures, you can see that the roof is using a movement pattern, and the roof can actually move it, uh, use it, and transforming its forms into like uh, moving patterns. Second, we have Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. It's located in New York City, USA. From the front facade, we can see that the buildings like moving to the left and right, like the circles or the rings in the facade is creating illusions that it's moving and not static building. Third one is Haydar Aliyev Centers. Maybe we have seen these buildings because it's quite iconic, designed by Zahadid, and it's located in Baku, Azerbaijan. It creates of organic facade that create movement patterns, and in the back of buildings, the facade is continue into creating the patterns. And last time we have come to our summary. Movement architecture came for people to enjoy architecture and feel it more. It has various functions, forms, and beauties. From only arranging the maze forms to creating kinetic facade for the building, movement architecture can be accomplished in many ways. Movement architecture can create a new experience for users and comes in many forms that can be entertaining for people, of course. And that is my presentations for movement architecture. Thank you for your attentions and have a good day.